Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. The first of these sparring bouts that we have on 104.7. The first of these for the year 2018. Good day to your listeners, your loyal listeners. Good day, Trinidad and Tobago, and to all of those on the live video. We're running a little late and we're setting up. Thanks a lot, all of you who are here with us this morning. Good morning, Robert Amar.
A very, very good morning to you, Philip, and good morning, Trinidad, and of course, boatless, ferryless, Tobago.
Plainless,
yeah. Boatless, ferryless, plainless, Tobago.
You can start getting pirogue and then drag across.
Boatless, ferryless,
it can be done.
I thought it was FAB, you know. When I thought, but the ferry, something missing, the A missing. Aeroplane, boy. FAB.
Ferry air.
Can't get this.
That's brigade. FAB.
Oh, you bring it out. You bring it out. I take some stick for that. They say, I named them that. I say, no, partner, it's Eric Williams named them that.
A long time.
Eric Williams named them that. That was not.
So Philip, welcome, man. Happy New Year to you and your family and to all the PEP followers.
And to you and yours and to Kevin and Kevin told me his mom is doing better. We were all held her in our prayers.
Better.
She's improving.
Not really.
No?
I don't find so. The doctor presented the solution, but like I said, she was in too much pain to get there. But she had to sit down to go to the hospital.
That's a heavy load to carry. That's a heavy load to carry.
I was saying that in the world today, and more so in Trinidad and Tobago, we have known this for the last 20 years, that the biggest killer of the citizenry of the country is cardiac or cardiology, or the cardiac related diseases.
Not that.
And the second one is cancers of a wide range. I mean, there's no predictive position on a cancer, whether it's throat or...
No, but all cancer is cancer. It just has a different name where
it evolves, where it happens or where it occurs. So, after all these years, one would believe that, and I myself am learning very quickly, that this whole cardiac issue is lifestyle. The main case is about how you deal with your life, what you eat, how you exercise. The things you do today will make you pay the price tomorrow.
Absolutely, and I keep wondering how it is that a pack of cigarettes that has a Surgeon General warning and a Minister of Health warning on it, how is it not the same for a McDonald's burger and fries? That you know for a fact that kind of lifestyle contributes to heart attack and heart disease, soft drinks and diabetes.
I'm disappointed in you,
Why is this?
You're a marketing man.
No, I just
so you know very well what is the main ingredient.
I will never forget I saw this documentary and this guy held up a pack of cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
And he said anything could sell. We could sell anything.
I think they have something running on the YouTube right now, a little ad like that I want to put up on my Facebook
He said
page.
he hold up.
You can check us out on YouTube.
He held up a pack of cigarettes and he said, "This is the only product on the market that, if used as directed, will kill you." And people still buy it.
This one, the guy spoke about alcohol, cigarettes, and when he says, the three things on this chair, I must send it for you because
I want to see that.
We'll deal with it. But
I want to see that.
But coming to the reality of the 2018 position, it's not a nice thing to start 2018. I mean, in our own sense, Kevin has his own personal problem with his mom, and as you say, we
have our
prayers there out for her, and we hope that those of you outside there who are praying people will
join us
and
wishing the best,
and asking the Almighty up there to do whatever He has to do to look after her during her difficult moments. And that is for the people of Trinidad and Tobago at large. I mean, this is not only for Kevin's mother, but all persons who are under some kind of medical
carrying a load
difficulties,
today. I mean, we have a lot of people that...
We at M1047 this year is making our theme responsibility. And that means to say that we're going to be taking a different approach as a radio station. We are hoping to be able to meet and greet the people throughout the length and breadth of the country.
No more sax and violins?
No, sex maybe, but not sax. But the way the whole thing going with Darrell Smith and with Stuart Young,
with the Chief Justice,
with the Chief Justice, with these photographs that have been showing up on the social media.
I want to ask you a question. I know you're talking about. Just take a pen in your responsibility. Take my minute, and maybe it dovetails there. for whatever thing they have with the Chief Justice,
Yeah.
I don't think that his personal life is the approach. Now, I'm telling you this, Daryl Smith making a clown of himself, Stuart Young making a clown of himself, I laugh at them. But I don't think that that is the indicator of why you put somebody in or take somebody out of office. And I remember when Robin Williams was doing this comedic sketch and Bill Clinton was the president of the United States. You know Bill Clinton?
Well, my boy.
He interfered with anything. And Robin...
you see this man, but he have court clothes.
Robin Williams...
That's not my comment there, people.
Robin Williams
and the station doesn't support that comment.
I don't care if he molesting chickens, as long as he could, as long as he can do the job. And I want to tell you this, because we are a very hypocritical and hypersexualized society.
Well, we have already proven that with the what they call it, the most sexual videos and things.
Porn.
We are the number
one. We are the second most. The second highest for downloading porn.
Who's first?
One in Asian countries.
Asian. No, but and when they tell you the part of Trinidad that downloads the most porn is Superior, what is going on in Superior?
Why are you zeroing in that?
No.
They have a political agenda.
Not at all.
Because you come from a political organization, you call it Superior.
Funny that I just want to know what is it in Superior that
the water.
No, but
it's like A&V oil. It's the water.
If I knew you were going down this path, this guy wrote this column. I think it was a Newsday or Express editorial where they spoke about Carnival and what Carnival has evolved into. When you really, if you take a step back, or if you're a...
Be careful of what you're going to say.
Absolutely.
Because remember you're a Carnival punk.
Absolutely.
Remember you're a Carnival punk. You'll walk around the street naked.
Don't worry about what I...
Easy,
right? Slow down.
Be careful.
You have Kevin sizing me up. Listen. Listen. The point I want to make is this. That Lord. We need to... And you know what? It dovetails with the whole brouhaha with Nirmal Gosain, Masid Gosain. I was just told that Chutney Soca Monarch is cancelled.
But that'll be good.
It's not in the news yet.
No, that will be good if it happens because...
But it's been cancelled because government pulled funding.
No. And I agree with the government.
So what about Calypso Monarch?
I say pull it too.
Pull that too.
I say stop supporting any of those things from the state's money.
You think Pancho and Bego, your partner in Pancho
I
and
say
Bego,
pull it too.
You think Pancho and Bego, who said, Pancho and Bego say ban Gosain song, and Gosain asked since when Pan involved in lyrics?
No, but you see, as you say, the hypocritical position
It's hypocritical.
Is ridiculous because you cannot have a man or men who have, listen, both Singh and Monroe, I have the highest admiration for as people, as a human being.
I'm not talking Soca Monarch. I'm talking
Calypso
Monarch.
I talking there first. We'll get the Calypso Monarch and we'll get the Pan and we'll get all of those things after. The reality is that when you are going through an economic depression like Trinidad and Tobago is undergoing, when you had all the buoyant years,
well, it was ham and jam time.
Ham and jam and caviar and lamb with champagne and Courvoisier. No, what Courvoisier? Louis the 13th or Louis the 16th.
That's the $15,000 glass one?
What? Yeah. That is Patrick's famous. The late Patrick Manning.
I would like to taste...
In the newspaper, he had a bottle in it.
I would like to taste it just to see what about that is.
Well, here's what we could do. You will distract the waiter. There are bottles available at Movie Town in a particular restaurant on a second floor.
You and I will make news for that. Trust me, I know. I don't want to make that kind of news.
We are not going to be invited to any politician's home that will give us a sniff.
My mother will call me and ask me, why are you and Robert Amar running from the police in Movie Town?
That's okay. Tell her
it's on the news. It's on CNC3 and TV6.
We tell your
and
mom,
that will be the top story because they will
front page. We will be like Stuart Young and Huggins. Two of them ending the video and leaving out Lance completely, as if though he wasn't fitting into the picture.
He was there for a purpose.
Yeah, but of course.
But I want to ask you something. And for such...
Leon, boy, shame on you, Leon, that you allowed them to publish that. Get them to pull it.
For Ole's address, all are we together is the message, and you leave out every East Indian member of the country.
I didn't even recognize her.
Nobody of East Indian, Caucasian, Syrian descent.
No. Huggins could have passed for East Indian. He mightn't have the right hue, but he could pass for East Indian.
I'm going further with you.
Young can't pass for East Indian at all.
Well, maybe he representing the diaspora in absentia.
Let me get serious.
All right. It's the first day of our 2018, so we could come back and
loosen up there. Yeah. But the thing is that the point I was making, and there are two things that happen in this little diversion. You know, what is call it? What is call it again?
A detour.
No. When politicians do something to subvert you, I mean,
distraction, deflection.
This was a distraction. Let's handle the more important one. No person can identify or say what a person's lifestyle must be.
Absolutely agree.
If a person, and we saw it with George Michaels.
Robert, I don't care.
You understand?
No, but it's like tell people,
with the boy, with Elton John.
People ask me all the time, and I say there are two things that I don't comment on.
Rocketson.
Who you praying to and who you lying down with in the night.
I'm true.
Those things are not my concern.
No, nobody should. But in a society like Trinidad and Tobago that has not yet evolved, grown up, accepted.
But it comes back to the hypocrisy.
It's a taboo.
No, but it comes back to the hypocrisy. No, Robert, I'm telling you, in a country this hypersexualized, forget the porn downloads. It is a hypersexualized country. The entire nation, I almost posted on Facebook the other day, we are so narcissistic sexually now that people are encouraged on social media to share themselves on a doability scale. Forget how intelligent you are. Forget what you bring to the conversation.
It brings
how many women's profile pictures are them taking a picture butt first? Do you see social media? If you have a sexy butt, you are higher up on the social ladder. And we need to address that. Is
that equal for men?
Kevin?
I know that there are women on Facebook who are known for what their behinds look like.
Well, you know, the reason why I asked that is because of the, and I don't know if it's fact or fiction, the Javid video that was put onto the.
Well, I don't watch videos like that because I'm a church boy.
Oh, you could fool God.
No, but
God is listening. God is listening to you.
I can't tell you how I knew when they showed me. I just watched the first 3 seconds and I knew.
At least you didn't lie. You watched it for 3 seconds.
No, because I wanted to see if it was her, and I knew, and I can't tell you how I know, but I knew that was not.
I was not.
I don't have it to send.
So anyhow you take it. The point. The point.
But the person who was in that video, she have talent.
What?
Continue.
The end result is when things like that happen, and this purported information goes out there that is not, what should I call it, like Calypsonians who sing but get around the law because they could do it because it's a part of art.
Robert,
and
how
talk
is it
show hosts
art?
like
How is
us.
it art? How is it art for a Calypsonian to sing "Kidnap Them"? That is sedition. No. That is overtly breaking the law. Why was he not arrested on stage? He sang "Kidnap Them." When you sing "Lick Bottom African" and you denigrate people, comment. It's worse than racist. Yeah. Because if you read the law of sedition, it is separating people and humiliating them because of their race. So when you identify somebody as a lick bottom African, you separate them not only from the rest of society, but from what they consider their own tribe.
They're worse than what happened in Zimbabwe and South Africa.
But exactly, things like that could lead to violence. It plants seeds in people's minds, and people.
But you see, again, I don't want to put it. I hear you, and I don't disagree with you.
You cannot have the Telecommunications Authority of Trinidad and Tobago putting out a release.
Blindsiding that.
No, but you put out a release to ban a song.
No. That is not what happened.
Just a wait. I want to finish this. You're banning a song.
They didn't do that.
He used words to caution the broadcasters.
You can say that, but you can't say they're banning a song.
But
that's a legal interpretation. All right. A personal interpretation.
Will you play the song as a radio station?
From a point of view of our program director, we will not play the song.
Now that you've been cautioned by TAT.
We haven't been cautioned. They have never sent us a letter.
No, but the entire Trinidad and Tobago Publishers and Broadcasters Association has, of which you're a member.
No, I'm not a member.
But so does TAT control radio licenses in the country?
TAT control. TAT is the
Did TAT send a tongue-in-cheek message to say if you play this song you could be in trouble?
Tat did send something along that line.
I want to ask you something. Why Tat didn't tell that to CNC3 and TV6 when they broadcast Keith Rowley's shit kicker comment? Rowley said his shoes are shit kickers and he wanted to kick up Munilal. That's your Prime Minister calling another member of Parliament shit live on CNC3 and TV6, and Tat didn't caution that. That is.
But you don't know that Tat didn't caution that.
But Tat put the go sign caution out in the public.
Yes, but that doesn't.
Why Tat didn't put the CNC3 and TV6 caution if one existed in the public as well?
Hypocrisy is a hell of a thing. It's a part of the domicile that we live in.
We've crossed hypocrisy. We're in law enforcement now because the Commissioner of Police needs to understand that the Prime Minister made a threat.
Did Munilal write a letter of warning to
the DPP? Over time, the DPP and the Commissioner of Police have said at different times that there will be matters that you don't need an official complaint to involve yourself in.
No.
That
but that's not the issue. The issue is that we have now a member of Parliament and we have the Prime Minister who heads
this is not. It didn't happen in Parliament. It didn't happen in Parliament.
No, but it happened outside of Parliament.
But it was a threat. If I threaten
my point to you is that
is an assault.
Okay.
That's an assault.
Okay.
So why wasn't the Prime Minister charged?
Well,
why isn't there an investigation to see if Keith Rowley assaulted Rudal Munilal when he said he wanted to kick him?
I understand your point. And I am saying in order for it to go to the next level, it has to follow a process as similar like Keith Rowley coming to the Parliament and saying, I have these emails.
But of course, but you see...
But if it does not take that sort of action...
It convoluted with parliamentary privilege, but this doesn't...
No, this is not about Parliament now. This is about a man having a right and exercising that right. If somebody was to say something denigrating about me that I did not like, I will write that person and tell them cease and desist.
Not only that, you have a right under the law. You are assaulted.
Forget about the law, because
the fact
we know
that the Commissioner of Police and the Director of Public Prosecutions did not see it fit to issue a summons to bring Keith Rowley before a court of law to answer for his assault sent a message right through society. So when you know that the murder count for 2018 is 13, 14 people already for the day, they are getting a message from on high that violence is the way to solve your problems.
Okay.
That if I disagree with another member of Parliament, I could call him shit and I could threaten to kick him. If he was here, I would have kicked him. That is your Prime Minister. So what does it tell?
What does it say about the credibility of the man in the eyes of the majority? Forget about the PNM.
I forget that. I am looking now at Roger Gaspar, the Director of Public Prosecutions, and Stephen Williams, the Acting Commissioner of Police. They have a responsibility and a duty by law. And Keith Christopher Rowley should have been given a summons to appear before court to answer.
Let us suppose you're right. So let me ask you in a roundabout way. What is the right of the Pope of the Roman Catholics with regards to the issue of abortion? He has any right at all?
Let's drill it down to this.
No. Don't drill it down to that.
I'm saying to you...
You are Roman Catholic,
his
correct?
Comments...
You are Roman Catholic?
His comments...
You are Roman Catholic?
I was baptized.
Right, so you are baptized person. You may not be a Roman Catholic. That's okay. But you follow... Or you were brought up in
I was brought up in a Roman Catholic home.
Doesn't mean to say you believe it.
No, I was brought up in a
Roman
Catholic
home. Okay, no problem. So the Pope is the boss. And the Pope has made some comments along the line of both bisexual, and he has also made some comments about abortion within recent time.
Right.
Historically, the church's position on homosexuality, although it was happening under their own nose, was basically that taboo. We don't touch that.
Yeah, but you see, I want to tell you something. Regardless of the church's position or the Pope's position, it doesn't affect the law.
But again, you see,
I only want to deal with law because you see the people.
No, you can't be convenient.
The people are not being convenient, but the people to tell these young boys and girls that acting out violently, that violence in society will not be tolerated, are the people. They are high public office holders.
I am agreeing with you.
Their job is to send a message. The tone, timbre and tenor of society. If the Prime Minister steps out of decency and outside of his authority, when he said that about Rudal Munilal, he broke the law.
The bottom line
Did he break the law?
from the
assault, the charge is assault and battery. The assault is the talk, the battery is the hitting. So if he had seen Monilal and kick him, that was battery. But saying that his boots is shit kickers, and if he had seen Monilal either kick him, that's an assault in common law. So if that is a law and he broke the law should apply even-handedly. That's why the symbol for justice is a blind woman. She is not supposed to see who is the guilty party. She is supposed to enforce the law even-handedly.
Philip, I give you 100% correct for your analysis. But we are living in a real time, and you know for a fact that that particular approach will fail. The only way that approach will get any kind of feet or depth or grounding is if Monilal, based on understanding,
makes a report.
It is for Monilal to take the action. Don't fight Monilal. If Munilal's case is he is testicularless, so that is Munilal's problem. Let us not deal with that here, because that is a direct situation between Monilal,
you know what,
and Rowley.
You know what, we're prosecuting that too deep. I'm willing to agree with you and stick a pin there for now.
Very good.
And I want to know why Rudal Monilal did not make a
That
report.
is more the question we have to ask. Well, Rudy, you like the thing, but you want the shit kickers to give you? If you like it, it's okay.
That's another point. But the point I want to make again is this, that how the people in a society behave.
Agreed. But that is why you talk about reboot.
Undo and redo.
Undo and redo. Because you know that all of the things that you are seeing,
you know why?
The only way to fix it is to redo it.
You know that people go down in history. You hear about people and you call their names. This one in Singapore, that one in Philippines, this one in Africa, who you remember them because they take their office and their oath of office seriously.
I agree.
And Acting Commissioner Stephen Williams should take his oath of office seriously.
The question still begs that we can make a statement about the seriousness of his office outside of the deaths and the murders which he has not been able to take charge of.
Do you think that the Calypsonian who sang kidnapped them should have been charged?
I think so.
Lick Bottom African should have been charged.
Based on the law.
Did you ever hear the words to contrast and compare by Krokro?
I don't remember.
He sang a song about this woman who is...
You should bring it when you come in next week.
You will have it here somewhere.
No, we don't have that. We wouldn't have that
YouTube,
kind of music
you can find it on YouTube. Contrast and compare. I mean, but...
No, don't denigrate song. Don't make it a YouTube.
And that's why I find it. But I want to tell you something. The reality of our situation in Trinidad and Tobago is we find ourselves where we are now because we are not... We say one thing and we do something else. And the law is the law until the dogs get poisoned outside Price Mart. If the dogs get poisoned outside Price Mart, then police don't show up there. If the dogs get poisoned outside your house, police will show up by you. And it cannot be so.
You see, again...
We cannot continue to allow government and people in public office to call whatever they hit the target. Robert, do you not agree? Look, this month here, March.
March is this month?
Well, March coming. Yeah. They are going to convene 2 houses of parliament, one of which is wholly unnecessary. The Senate has no real purpose in Trinidad and Tobago. We copied the House of Lords from England without understanding what it was. So we have a Senate that is appointed by the lower house. And if you don't vote, and Bastio Pandey showed that with the 2 Tobago senators, that if you don't vote how the lower house wants you to vote, they're going to move you anyway and put people the same day to vote how they want. It's useless. It's valueless. You will convene 2 houses of parliament, one which is valueless and one which is ungoverned. The House of Representatives in Trinidad and Tobago has no real rules. If I pull your hair and kick you in the parliament, you could complain to the speaker. But if you come in the parliament and read fabricated emails that smears an entire government and rewards you with government, there is no penalty for that.
No, I don't agree with you.
Where is the penalty? Where?
Oh, the penalty is in the understanding of the society of the future.
The government sets the Privileges Committee, and the Privileges Committee belongs now...
You're asking about the penalty, and I'm telling you that...
To the victor belongs the spoils.
There is a penalty. The penalty will come. It may not come when you want.
You're talking karma.
No, I'm not talking karma, I'm talking fact.
I'm talking governing the house.
But then again, so
I'm talking governing the house.
In the next 2 years, when you show up on the scene, you expect to be the same way?
Mr. Amar, I am talking about governing the house. So you're going to have to
So no, you don't talk about that unless you have a plan. Where's the plan?
We absolutely have a plan. And the office of the president, they're going to meet in March to appoint a president.
Forget all of that, Philip.
What is the purpose?
But that is just what you call musical chairs.
And that's the point.
That's okay.
You asked me, and
how you rebooting that?
The last couple months.
How you rebooting?
But we have to undo and redo the
Well, how you undoing it? What is the plan? Forget about what is. What is, you can't do nothing about it.
Abolish the Senate.
Correct.
Abolish the office of president.
No problem.
That's a rubber stamp. That is.
My point to you is, did you hear the opposition leader talk very what should I call it, flamboyantly, how important the president is in the country? You didn't listen to her?
No,
the opposition leader of this country recently came and sent out a what do you call it?
A release.
A voice recording. Talking so eloquently and saying, well, you know, the president is such an important role. If she's the opposition leader and she has not seen it the way that you see it.
What did she say was his role? That made him so important?
Because he has to appoint judges. That was a part of her consideration.
But he is the man who swears in things.
My point to you is that
you're going to have a president just for that?
You have to deal with this issue from the factual way that you are dealing with it. Is it a necessity? And Patrick Manning was looking at moving the system to get rid of everything and have a president instead of having a prime minister.
What Manning was trying to do was move away from the Westminster model and go closer to the United States model, which makes a lot more sense for a country this small.
Obviously.
Now, we don't need a Senate and a Congress like the United States has a Senate and a Congress because it's a vast landmass. We are a dot. We are a dot.
We're not even a dot. We expect.
Exactly. So we don't need multiple houses.
And my point to you is, when you sit down and waste time talking about in March they're going to come and they're going to have that, we already know.
But you know and I know, but the average person...
let us talk more about who you think they're going to put.
I think Dumas is the best choice.
You might think so. I didn't ask you who you think.
Do you...
You know who I think they're going to put?
Orville London.
No, forget he can't get the work again.
Or is it going to be Martin Day?
Goal! That is a big score.
I think Dumas is the man for the job. I think he's demonstrated.
Dumas isn't going to take that job.
He said he don't want it.
That's why he wouldn't take it.
I think if they appoint him, he'll take it.
Appoint what? Because what? He's a Tobago net? That is why?
He's a Tobago.
But wait, what do you think? Why are you living in Tobago?
What is a Tobago overtake of the country?
But that's exactly.
Now listen, don't start that count. Put your fingers away. But the point of the matter that
Philip, the end result is we cannot continue to go down the road. This whole stupidness about Kamala Prasad Bisesa as the opposition leader turning around and telling the country, well, you know, we're going to wait to see what the government going to do. I mean, what kind of rubber stamp BS she giving us? She already know that even if she put up Philip Alexander, it will be no.
But that would be a good appointment.
I think so.
No, but I want to tell you something.
But for what? For cutting the lawn?
To take
for maintaining the grass? Seeing that you're a carnival baby.
Don't call me a groomer. Leave that for your partner, Mugabe. Listen, the truth of the matter is the average person in this country doesn't understand the purpose of government. We need to address that.
Yeah, but that you can address that.
And now, the well-being.
You
see, you know what you should do? You could do every single day a public service announcement.
No,
people understand.
Forget that.
Just that the people
Nobody
understand that the well-being of the citizenry is the only purpose of government.
Well, here what? We have started off by again, governments or a person who come in charge must be able to, as you say, lay the groundwork.
Look at where we are. There is no organization for the people of Trinidad and Tobago to approach to say that they want the Chief Justice removed from office. There's nobody. So then, what is the next step? Scandalize the man.
No.
Wait.
No, that's not the next step.
Wait, and I telling Trinidad and Tobago this clear, so they hear me clear. You will never see me sharing pictures of who the Chief Justice or this kind of foolishness that distracts us. Bridgemont Services, Ocean Flower and Cabo Star making the money, you know. 3,000 truckload of dirt leave for Maracas Road and gone. Nobody know how much we paying for that. How you get the contract to move the landslide, 13 landslides so far. These things have to be discussed.
Philip, the problem is
you're supposed to bring pilots on this station and give them the opportunity to speak about that whole ATR fiasco. And every time they have to press the jets into service, how much extra hundreds of millions of dollars we lose. You have to give those people a voice, because Trinidadians are distracted by Rowley mother count. Trinidadians distracted by pictures that a man released of him lying down in a bed with the Chief Justice.
No, that is not what the picture had at all.
What happened?
It had a picture of him lying down in a bed. Nobody knows who the other person is.
All right. That alludes, because people now are
alluding. Well, whether they allude or not, that is not the important thing. We must not make a statement like that at all.
Tat said that normal massive Go Sign song, which didn't even allude, was enough for them to issue their fatwa.
Yeah, but the thing about it, Philip,
it was denigrating to women and mothers. And Ricardo John Crazy have a call your mother, and Bungie Garden have ask your mother.
What about Paul your mother come?
No, these are new ones that came after the Go Sign song, and nothing. So apparently it's not for mothers. Is one particular one.
But again, I want to tell Robert, that's the point. That it brings you back to that word hypocrisy, and I tell trying to make all the time.
But we continue this after a momentary break.
Take your break, sir.
Your timing, impeccable as usual.
As always. On the spot. I want to play these songs Monday. Ricardo drew
Get them.
Call your mother, ask your mother.
So you wouldn't play that Rowley mother count?
No, we wouldn't.
Why?
Because it really gives the impression that they're really cussing somebody. I mean, at the end of the day, we had a commercial here that was saying, the cock, catch your cock, whatever. It was really, theatrics, right? And a couple of customers called and they say, listen, it's kind of really bordering. So it's a conscience call.
On the foreshore highway, when you're driving on the road, there's a billboard that says screw it.
Yeah, but it didn't say screw it, your mother.
No, but it still says screw it.
That's okay.
The word clusterfuck, it's not a bad word.
The word what?
Clusterfuck. There's a word clusterfuck. It's like a collection of fucks. But no, that can't be a bad word. You have to. You could go back to the seat of language. You could prolong that document. You gotta go back to the seat of language. Human beings are the only animals that have consonants. Do you know? You never heard that word before?
I want to clusterfuck you.
Listen, we have consonants. All other animals have vowels. Yeah. It is the consonants that we make that separate the vowels and give us speech. You know that? That's how we could speak and understand what the other person is trying to say. I heard an ad that went, fuck off. Fuck off. Vicks Formula 44 is the best thing, fuck off. Now you tell me, front or back, which one is the bad one? And again it comes down to that. How could Rowley mother count, even if it leads you in your mind to cursing? He didn't curse.
No, but it's worse than as I tell somebody the other day. For years when we go to the discotheque, they would play a particular song. The roof is on fire.
Yeah, what here puck you away? What here puck you away?
Hey.
But Trinidadians are the next line. Trinidadians line hall, man.
Rowley did not like the song. That's why he put his man in charge of Tat to take down the song. That is his only job.
Of course, you
will never ever print again after this.
But all it did was expose that the country is full of political sycophants operating at the most. Yeah, but you see, but this is where the Integrity Commission has power. There is an Integrity Commission, and if you use state office or state machinery or state assets for political benefit, that is against the law. So if Prince acting as Tat acted in a political manner, that is against the law. Yeah. And we need law. We need high office holders.
Which court is taken out to Ivor Court?
All I am saying to you on account of this, you need high office holders who
no, but you make a point, and there's a question. That is high office holders. When it gets to Ivor Court, and Ivor is of a sexual persuasion that is different to what you and I might accept as norm.
I vote on meaning you can't tell me anything.
Correct, but
I'd say what
no,
I
but here
say.
what? When he sit on the panel, and the panel has to make a decision, and two say yes and he say no, that it failed.
No, but you agreed, but you have to remember this, that there are appeals, and we have appeals all the way to Privy Council if you have the money.
Yeah.
And that's the next thing people talk.
Yeah, that's the next thing in truth, if you have the money.
That's the cost to the average person. When they say they don't like it, sue me. Suing somebody is a lot of money. To poor people, you can't sue. You take that lash and move. They have nobody for you to go to and say this man selling me clothes that after I buy it and I leave it fall apart.
I know poor people have rich fear outside and killing.
Yeah, that's true.
But that is their court. They have no redress. When they have so much debt.
No, they have redress, but the redress is not within the domicile.
Exactly.
Of
and that's why Martin Luther King said, a riot is the voice of the unheard.
Yeah.
If you don't give people their hearing, they will find another way for you to hear.
And that's the point I was going to make when we come back, that we have to look at Trinidad and Tobago, and as you say, there is no no penalty. The penalty is coming, because just like Mugabe, who enjoyed, get to that point where he couldn't enjoy no more.
Really enjoy.
Trinidad and Tobago is going the same way. People have started to turn against
what is going on in Iran that people are talking about? You don't even have time to get into that.
Iran?
There's something going on in Iran.
I don't know. Is it?
Trinidad and Tobago, we are on our first 104.7 for 2018. We are on a break for commercial. We're not doing normally you would do like the whole station switches to Carnival. You're not doing that this year.
No, we're going 50-50 until Carnival. We play 50% of the new music and continue with our normal mix. That's it?
This is awesome.
Yeah.
20th of January
20th.
in Lanch Park, Chaguanas. We have a massive public rally, so you have to come and speak. Start working on your presentation now, because you tend to
be very good.
No, you are very good. But you tend to.
All right, we're going to get back to that sense and sensibility. And remember, you can bust a jump, bust a line, but don't bust your wallet this carnival with a KFC True Deal. 2 pieces of irresistible chicken and 2 regular size.
What is going on with this thing?
$50. That's it. KFC, it's a finger looking good. Also, the children all about them. You can check out Stranded by the Pool on Thursday, February 8th. Tickets are on sale. You can get them, of course. If you want information, 752-9911. Also, let me see what this is. I don't know what this is. They did pile up. Friday, 26th of January. Don't forget, ladies, at the Soca Stars, the Ladies' Night Out, the Food Inclusive Editions. Information for that, 628-9158. It's the Food Inclusive Edition, Friday, 26th of January, Ladies' Night Out. Also, if you're looking for food as well, you can check out Party Foods in Arima. When we're at 22 Queen Street in Arima, they have lunch every day. Give them a call, 664-0360. And I'll give over this one to you.
And yes, do you have what it takes to be a sales representative? M1047 is receiving applications now for interested persons to join our sales team. Send your resumes to morefm1047@gmail.com. We look forward to you joining our More FM family.
As you're doing ads, we would also like to advertise on Saturday, the 20th of January at 3 p.m. at Lanch Park, Chaguanas. The Progressive Empowerment Party invites all patriots to join us and our impressive lineup of speakers and a lot of entertainment for our first anniversary political meeting and public rally. And there will be an after party after. It's all free. Bring the family.
That's why it's an after party.
Kevin.
It's after party after.
Kevin, so what do you call it?
That's why it's an after party, because it's after.
Kevin.
Robert Amar will be there.
Arrange the invoice for him for that commercial for him, please. $600 for this.
My God, $600.
All right.
Robert Amar will be there. He will be making his contribution, as well as some the 20th
January
20th, 3 p.m. Lanch Park, Chaguanas.
Remember, people, that the theme for 2018 at M1047 is responsibility. So stay tuned as we roll it out. The I Am Responsible campaign will start at our sports day.
That can backfire. Because they say, like, okay, me growing up in my house, it was 5 children, and no matter what went wrong, I was responsible.
Yeah, no, that's good. How it backfire? At least you had 4 siblings that came out maybe same as you or better. Where's Eric Kevin?
I am responsible.
Yeah. Right, so 2018, as we look at the country.
When you were going there, when Kevin cut the conversation so unceremoniously just now.
That is right.
I wanted to say that Jesus Christ, in the entire Bible, he bad-talked only one group of people. Jesus Christ didn't mind going to dinner with lepers and prostitutes and tax collectors. The tax collectors at that time were the most hated people. Jesus Christ would spend time and line with anybody. There was only one group of people Jesus Christ ever bad-talked, and that was hypocrites. He called them broods of vipers and empty tombs.
I will walk with my Bible because I have read in the Bible, and I can tell you that he did bad-talk other people.
Who bad-talk?
I do not want to repeat it now.
I'm talking about hypocrites. You come with yours. Don't be hypocritical.
I tell you, I'll bring the empirical. I'll bring in the Bible.
Broods of vipers, empty tombs. We have too many hypocrites. John Prince, is John his first name?
Yes, it is.
John Prince, the telecommunication authority of Trinidad and Tobago, is a blasted hypocrite.
Well,
and he should be fired. And I am not, I come down, I end up this chief defender of this song. I was never going to take the song on. It's only when the Fat Ass Brigade jump out themselves to bad talk the song and talk about how bad it is for women, especially mothers. And I think these people sat silent when Catman was talking about geometry and grooming, and they said nothing.
No, because that was not.
That is massive hypocrisy, ironically. I stood up in Independence Square and heard Ansel Roger. Ansel.
At the events when they took the mannequin out at the sports, they make it, what about it? This is not a mother as well and a woman, but...
No, but I'm not defending Ghost, I'm not defending Kamala, but I'm just saying hypocrisy is hypocrisy. When Ansel Roger said to Kamala, and he was talking about her using the helicopter, and he said, birds fly high, but come down to earth to die. I wondered how you could let somebody say this veiled threat to a prime minister and say nothing about it.
There is a guy, next week I'll hopefully get it and we'll play it, where he says, the important thing in life is to be careful of what you say because you can't ever take it back. Things that come out your mouth, you can't take it back. Meaning if you badmouth somebody, you bad talk them, that's it, it's registered for life. There's no erasing of it.
Yeah, but you see, and I want to say, you cannot be cautious. They say you can't scramble eggs without breaking the shell. You are going...
You know they're proven different to that.
Well, like scramble it in and out. I saw that. I hate when Robert is kind of right about something. But you still have to pierce the shell. So you're still breaking the shell. But we cannot continue to set... Robert, the education sector in the country is leaving our children behind. They're coming out of school functionally illiterate. I'm not talking about the prestige schools. I'm talking about all the also-rans. All the also-rans. And the truth of the matter is you can't have 16,000 people graduated after 5 years.
Not literate.
Wasted all that time.
Well, again, that's when we look at the ills of society.
It is only when your loved one grabs their chest and falls on the ground with a heart attack, and you grab the phone to call the ambulance, do you realize how dysfunctional it is? And if they never come, your family member dies right there. Or if they come and you end up in the hospital and you're in casualty and the person turning blue and you can't get a doctor and they're trying to get the doctor on the phone but they have no credit because the phone line cut and they can't find the guard, and it's all this nonsense. And you're thinking to yourself, the third wealthiest nation in the Western Hemisphere, we're spending $6 billion on healthcare alone. How could this be happening? Something as simple as this to address.
It's a holistic approach, Philip. This is why I want us to spend the last couple of minutes on having some kind of vision for where we start. You know, last year when we were ending the program, I started by saying we have to have a starting point. I mean, we know that we have 100 ills.
You have me thinking about that since the first time you asked that question.
Yeah, but we need...
And I want to tell you...
We need a starting point because we can't fix everything.
Start with the poor. Start with the poor. A rising tide lifts all boats. If we raise all the poor to a living level, to above the poverty line, if we raise all the poor, they will push everybody else up.
Okay, but when you take that now and as you would say, drill down, in order to raise the poor, there are some prerequisites.
Deal with issues. Deal with issues. Deal with home ownership. Deal with jobs.
But before we even deal with home ownership, because these people are living somewhere right now, may not be the best. But
that is the understatement of the year. Thank God the year is only 3 days old.
Yeah, and it will stay that way.
All right.
Because the factual position is that food is more important than shelter.
Okay.
And clothes is more important, possibly, than food.
You see, they're all first among equals. And I
agree, but you see, again, one domino have to fall in order to make the effect.
Agreed.
If we are trying if we fall the wrong domino, we wouldn't get the effect.
Let's agree on this.
Yeah.
That society needs, I heard Sprangalang say that until we address Mova, Beetham, Laventel and Sealots, we're not fixing Trinidad and Tobago. That's a fact. Let us agree on there are other places, they have Embaka there, they have Enterprise.
Okay, so hold on.
But let's just say...
Hold on. Let's keep that point. Out of all that you call, which is the worst?
I can't say.
No, you're a politician?
No, but I can take you up in Diego Martin.
You didn't call Diego Martin, so let's not talk about Diego Martin.
I was quoting Sprangalang. I talk about Big Yard and Scorpion and Abu Kujar and La Puerta.
Okay, let me rephrase my question.
Factory Road. If I had to fix a place right now,
yeah,
I'd fix Factory Road in Diego Martin.
And if I was to fix a place right now, I'll fix Sealots.
Sealots bad.
You understand? So when you start thinking, it's really an approach that is required. And that comes from a leader who has a conscience.
Absolutely. Because we live in a country where people...
And we're talking a conscience.
People want to talk about crime, Robert, but in Trinidad and Tobago, poverty is the mother and father of crime.
Okay, that might be
Poverty is the mother and father of all violent crime in this country.
But there is another aspect of what is the mother of crime, and that is education.
That is the antidote to crime.
Well, okay, call it what you want.
Jobs, let me tell you something. You give people hope and opportunity, crime goes away.
Yeah, but what is hope and opportunity without
education and jobs? Okay, education and jobs. Okay. Hope and opportunity.
We coming back to the same thing. Where do we start?
They say luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Are we preparing our people for anything other than violence? Think about it. We have a vast cross-section of society, 5, 7, 800,000 people living lives of desperation. And not one of these political parties talking about the cost of food, home ownership. We're not talking about education. We're not talking about healthcare.
Well, that's where we had to bring the curtains down for today, and we'll join Phillip again next week, Tuesday.
Thanks a lot for having me. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Robert. Thanks, all the listeners.
When you come on Tuesday, we really, Phillip, have to start at a point. As I told you,
you sure have to get longer. Remember, Saturday...
No. The way we're moving at M1047 is we're moving with the young people. We're going to take the youth under our wing.
We'll invite all of them to come this Saturday at noon, 19 Stanmore Avenue. We are open, 19 Stanmore Avenue this Saturday at noon. Come and meet the entire Progressive Empowerment Party team. Come and add your voice to the conversation. Add your ideas. Join us. Come on board.
Until tomorrow. Until Monday. Well, we'll be back. Have a good weekend. Don't forget, responsibility is the team for 2018 at M1047.
Stay safe.
And look for the app, the website.